Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for me to welcome you to the start of a Dirt Rally career walkthrough. I've been waiting for this game to come out on consoles for flipping ages, but now it is finally here, and today we're embarking on a career which is apparently pretty damn good. I've played this game quite a bit, it is very hard, so apologies in advance, my driving is not going to be fantastic, although I think the 60s cars you start off with are slightly easier to drive because they're a lot slower. It is really a really hard game, but it seems very good for now, and the career seems pretty damn decent as well. So we don't have any cars for now, so I'm guessing the first thing we have to go and do is a rally and actually buy a car. We're not going to bother with hill climb or rallycross, which we are apparently allowed to do straight off the bat. I might do that soon actually. We're going to start with rally, and as you can see, our crew chief has said we need to choose a vehicle class to enter this championship, and I'm going to assume we are not able to buy. No, we're not able to buy any of those cars. We're going to have to go straight in with a 1960s, and I know everyone probably who's done this career mode has chosen the Mini. And you know what? I want to be indie and I want to choose something different, but I just can't. It's a Mini. It just is. Like, I can't not choose the Mini. As you can see, we've now got to choose the livery. I didn't really read the message, to be in all honesty, that came after that. But and we're going to go with the really, really retro red. I've seen a few people go for that one, but we're going to go with the really, really retro red. It's very boring and plain, but we're going to get straight, apparently, into the first rally of this career mode, where I'm guessing we build up, sort of through faster and faster cars, more modern cars as we go along, until we're sort of at the pinnacle of rallying, rallycross and hill climb. Right, we're going into this one. It's gravel, well, it's all gravel, but heavy gravel mostly, light gravel and some medium gravel. In all honesty, I don't know what the difference is between light gravel and heavy gravel. It's all gravel to me, but whatever the circumstance, we're lining up at the start line here for our rallying adventure. I haven't really done a rally game on this channel whatsoever. I was thinking of doing a Dirt 3 sort of playthrough, but the game's really old. As soon as this one was announced, I knew this was going to be the one that we were going to go for. But I do like rallying in general, and I like rallying games, but this game is really, really hard. I've just realised I've got no game sound either, so I'm going to have to change that for the second stage. So just bear with me, because the acceleration input is going to be shocking for this first stage. Same for the braking as well, but it's going okay for now. Don't cut that. We'll listen to you, sir. I'm so glad I haven't got a face cam on as well. I'm going to not talk the whole way through because you want to sort of hear the pace notes every now and again as well, but I'm so glad I've not got a face cam for this, because my concentration face would be absolutely shocking.
Into right 6 long. Into left 6 long over bump.
Also, I hate to be the sort of the man who puts it into perspective, but when he says 6 right and 6 left, you just know it's not. It's going to be anticlimactically slow, if that's even a word. I'm not even sure. We just went through a 4 and I didn't even have to brake, but we could actually go green here through this first split. It's not a sector, it's not a checkpoint. I think they're actually called splits, but we're not. That's a lie. That's not going to happen at all. It teased me into thinking maybe I was actually fairly good at this game, but no, not the circumstance. We're 9.4 seconds down after one split. Come on, little Mini. Do the job. I need you right now. This has actually been pretty smooth so far, at the risk of tempting fate dramatically. This has actually been alright so far. Don't cut. Won't cut. Don't worry, mate.
Right 5 half long.
I do like this co-driver though, but he doesn't have the sarcastic remarks that Dirt 3 used to have, where he'd say, come on, get on with it, if you were like upside down in a hedge. That's an unfortunate downside, but apart from that, this game is amazing. I don't know why I just broke so heavily through there. That was really newbie, but it's going okay so far. This is a fairly easy stage, mainly because of the car. The fact it's a 60s car. It's actually not got any speed whatsoever. Going up a hill is a nightmare in this car because it's got no flipping horsepower whatsoever.
Left past junction. Right 6 half long. Left 5 half long, don't cut, 250.
Oh, no, that's gone slightly wrong. What I was even concentrating just now. I hadn't even said anything in ages, and somehow managed to, I don't know, to be honest, I can't hear him either, so when he says don't cut, I know there's a little don't cut symbol that comes up in the pace notes, but I don't really pay attention to it, so I really need to have game sound, and we're 26.6 seconds down already. How? We've only been through 2 splits. For goodness sake, this is going to be ridiculous. I don't know if I've skipped past the difficulty or something, and I've put it on literally like pro world class, whatever the highest difficulty is, but anyway, we'll see what happens, because for now we are miles down in this little Mini. It's a classic livery though, I'm liking that. This is proper 1960 Monte Carlo Mini standards. This is really good, I like it. Right, 2 left, that's fine, can deal with that. Barely had to brake for it, in fact, because this car's got no speed anyway, so it doesn't matter. Literally, the only things that I need to brake for are hairpins. Apart from that, it's just RT the whole time. Only worked out that B on the Xbox controller was handbrake as well recently. Of course, that is another thing worth mentioning. I am actually playing on console. I'm playing on Xbox One, which is probably in the title or something, or in the description, or in the tags or something, I don't know. Anyway, we are literally just following the track. I'm not looking at the pace notes at the top of the screen at all. I know it's terrible, but I've got no game sound, so I can't hear him say the pace notes, and I'm not looking at them at the top of the screen either. So it's a recipe for disaster. We're already over 30 seconds down, 31.1 seconds down. I mean, the tenths of a second don't particularly matter much in rallying. It doesn't tend to come down to tenths of a second very often, but we're basically 31 seconds down. But I don't know if that's a bad thing. Clearly we had a very poor second split, because well, that's actually where we made our mistake, because we make another mistake there. Because we were only like, I think we were 28 seconds down at the end of the second split, so we've only lost another 3 seconds.
Right 2 continues for 100. 60. Left 4 long, 100 over crest jump maybe.
4 left, 100. Can deal with that. I will just every now and again just randomly go quiet, just like so you can hear pace notes and engine noise and all that sort of stuff. But for now, we're halfway through the last split, not too long to go, probably only about 30 more seconds until we're at the end of the stage. I do like the stages on this game so much more than the ones on Dirt 3. The ones on Dirt 3 used to be like 3 minutes max. This is a short stage. This is what is classed as a sprint on this game, and it's 5.5 minutes already. We're already talking of minutes, we're already half a minute down. No punctures or anything like that though so far in this stage. A little bit out of shape there, but it's a straight line to the finish. Surely I can't mess this up, and we can't. And we come third, behind Pinto in his Mini Cooper and Zhao in his Renault Alpine. For this game, it genuinely feels as if the developers have thought of absolutely everything. If you get a puncture, you're allowed to stop and sort it out, but it costs you 1.5 minutes. If you go off the track, you get a penalty of like 15 seconds if you can't save it or whatever. But, you know, to sort out a puncture, you've got to stop on the road. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to fix a puncture whilst you're driving the car. So it just feels as if everything's been sort of thought out as we start this stage. I can't believe I forgot to do game sound. We're going to have to do half of this rally without game sound. I need to set a reminder on my phone or something to do the flipping game sound. Anyway, past that junction, don't go down there.
Right 6 long over crest. Left 6, 60. Left 6, 60.
Concentration face. Honestly, you cannot break concentration on this game. It is ridiculous. The levels of brain power that are required to play this game are beyond belief. This is definitely the hardest rally game I've ever played by a long distance, and I've lost concentration there. I could feel it. I could feel my brain going to sleep. We're 4 seconds down though through the first split, which isn't too bad. We can try and get like second in the rally. That'd be pretty good. At the moment we're third in about 11 seconds. Oh god, it's a hairpin. Oh god, 10 miles an hour at one stage. You can run faster than the Mini just took that hairpin. Oh, and there's another one. There's another one. Another one, as DJ Khaled would say, and a slightly better attempt through there. You can't handbrake, though, in these Minis. It's just not a thing, because they literally come to a halt. I'm tempted to prove that point, but I'm not going to. Although it's not really much better if you don't use the handbrake. It's basically a lose-lose situation. We missed the apex, if you can call it that. It was basically a cliff edge, but We missed the apex slightly for that one.
Right 6.
Is this Monte Carlo or is this wherever we... I don't even know where we are. Where are we? Oh, Greece. Is this Monte Carlo or Greece? It's hairpin after hairpin. 6 left. That's slightly better. I like to see that. 6 right. That's even better than the 6 left. Oh, another hairpin. Just when you thought it was going all right, another hairpin. Another one.
And crest jump.
We're down in this split, unfortunately. We are down a little bit, but...
Right 660.
Be positive. To be fair, we're not that far down. 10 seconds. At this point in the first stage, we were about 24 seconds down, so this is definitely going better, despite that mistake at the end of the first split.
And caution, turn right 3, tightens over jump 60 down.
This is all good. This is okay. Don't cut. I won't cut. Don't worry. There's rocks everywhere in this rally. Rocks on the inside, rocks on the outside, just rocks in the middle of the road sometimes, just everywhere.
Into left 680 over jump.
So hard to avoid them, and the cliff edges on the inside as well are really disconcerting, especially when there's a massive, like, descent on the outside as well. Honestly, seriously though, on a level, the graphics on this game are mad. There's the fans and just everything. The scenery is incredible. I know I'm not really meant to be looking at the scenery, but it's awesome. It really is. 15.5 seconds down. I reckon we could just nick second place. If we had an absolutely faultless last split here, I think maybe we could nick second place. Not by enough probably to take second place in the rally, but I mean the AI are pretty prone to having random issues like punctures and differential issues like you saw in the notes at the end of the first stage. So I wouldn't put it past someone that we're fighting with to have some sort of issue. And if they have an issue, it slows them down by like a good 3-4 minutes. It's not like a 20-second thing. It's like a full 3 or 4 minutes. We've got to try and avoid punctures as we go really quick. I felt really quick though, a little bit out of control, but that ended up pretty well. That was good. I liked that. Oh, I don't like that though. Dear Lord. Oh man, actually we were doing okay-ish. Sort of, but that messed it up completely. Caution and don't cut. Jesus Christ, that's a treacherous corner. But anyway, we're going to come across the line. Is that a green sector? Not quite. I thought it was. I think actually it may have been had we not made a Horlicks of that hairpin. How did we still end up third? For goodness sake. So we come third again behind Pinto and Zhao. Yet again. Some issues further down the order as well. Someone with glazed brake pads, I don't even know what that is. Someone had broken lights, I don't really know why that would actually affect you to the tune of 8.5 minutes, especially when it's not dark. And someone's actually had to retire, that's Serrano, with a delaminated tyre, so that's bad news for him. I can't put headphones in my TV. What is this madness? Can we repair the vehicle? Yes, we can. It's up here. Crew Chief. You can instruct us to repair your vehicle here. If you're unsure, you can see our recommendations based on the amount of damage, how it is affecting the other parts, and the conditions of the next 2 stages. Okay. Well, the things we wanna fix the most are obviously the fundamental parts of the car. Stuff like bodywork and lights we don't need to really focus on. It's the things like gearbox, drive shaft, suspension. Probably I know the wheels are at 91%. We'll have a look at the crew recommendations. Okay, can put that to there. And then that to there. Can we go over on anything else? Can we fix the... No, we can't. Okay, so 14 minutes for the suspension and 14 minutes for the gearbox to get them to 97% and 96% respectively. And we are go. Come on, little Mini, you can do this. There we go. Right, we're underway properly now. No, it's the dreaded hairpin again. The dreaded hairpin and the... Oh god, I'm sorry. To be fair, I'm recording this the day the game came out. I've had quite a lot of practice. I won't lie. I've driven a lot of different cars, but that's made me no better at this game whatsoever. So yes, that's something to bear in mind when you are watching this series. Okay, I'm starting to pay a little bit more attention now to the pace notes at the top of the screen. Now that I definitely know I'm never going to be able to plug my headphones into my TV, so that's woken me up slightly to the pace notes.
Continues for 130 over bumps. Caution left 6, half long, small jump.
I have to say, this game is so damn difficult that it feels so rewarding when you actually get it right. We're going really quick down this hill. Damn! Oh man, this bit feels rewarding. This bit feels very rewarding. We are going as fast af. We are going really fast at the moment. Although we've got a little bit out of shape. Oh man, just about save it. Clip the cliff face on the inside. That could have been a lot worse. We could have been down into the unknown, the depths of the Greek hedgerows there on the outside. That could have been disastrous.
Right 5 long, 100 down, braking.
The thing is, when I'm concentrating, I leave my like my mouth open, so it just looks really unattractive. I'm so glad, honestly, there's no face cam involved in this series as we mess up that hairpin again. This is an alright split though so far. We're still only 5 seconds, or the better part of 5 seconds down. After 2, whoa. Oh, for goodness sake, oh man. Commentator's curse, commentator's curse. I don't know if I wasn't looking properly, but I just did not even see that there was a hairpin coming. You see, this is the problem. This is why I really need game sound, because then I can actually hear the co-driver as well. Oh no, please do not go off there. You cannot go off there. This has gone to pot. This whole stage has gone completely down the drain. Thanks to, well, it's not thanks to the co-driver, it's thanks to me not looking at the pace notes, but if I could hear them, it would be a whole lot better. That's a lot better hairpin than we've managed the last 2 times.
60 down, hairpin left.
And another one. Right, I know there's a hairpin coming this time. But still, I can't... Does this Mini have any brakes whatsoever? I actually seriously questioning whether this actual Mini has any... It doesn't have any brakes. It actually has no brakes at all. Just, literally, might as well just get an anchor out. Actually, to be fair, to say we've recovered the vehicle once, we lost 10 seconds from that. We're not that far down to say that we've had to do that. We'd only be 14 seconds down if we hadn't had to do that. We just have a really good last split here. You never know. We're not. I say you never know. We're not going to get second in this rally. That Chinese guy is still going to beat us somehow in his Renault Alpine. And Pinto is just OP in the Mini. I don't know what he's got in his Mini, but Jesus. Some sort of nitrous oxide. We're bossing it again through this section. Well, we were. Oh, my word. One little mistake. It literally just clipped the bank on the inside. And it just, I mean, well, there's no brakes on this thing as it is, so if you assist it, if you clip a bank, you've got absolutely no chance of slowing the car down. But so 3 big mistakes in this stage, because it's annoying actually, because we'd actually been quite clean, but just consistently slow in comparison to the top 2. But that time we actually lost a lot of time through stupid mistakes. We ended up about 20 or 35 seconds down, 37 seconds down. Still the better part of half a minute in front of third. And oh, that was actually our chance as well to take second. It's actually a different guy in second. That's Flores in the Lancia who's second. Oh, the Chinese guy. He lost a gear. Well, that is, to be fair, that is something you don't want to be doing. So we should be up into third in the rally overall. Second in the rally overall, and we are, because Zhao's down 4 positions to 6th. I would have thought he'll still have that missing gear going into the final event as well. The pressure is kind of off, in all honesty, really, because that Pinto guy is going to win the stage, let's be real. Unless he retires, which would be awesome as long as he didn't have a massive crash. Although he is a CPU character, so he's probably fairly okay to have a crash. But the pressure's slightly off because we've got so much time in hand behind. So we want to try and be quick through here, but we don't have to absolutely drive the wheels off it. Don't cut there. I can see why. There was a massive rock on the inside.
Right 6, into left 6, into right 5 tight, don't cut. Caution.
Oh, so many don't cuts. Don't cuts everywhere. What corner will I be allowed to cut? Surely there's going to be one somewhere.
And keep left over crest. Caution crest, right 6 tights to 5 narrows, left 3 long, 60. Crest jump maybe.
Ooh, a bit wide there, clipping the bank on the outside. There are going to be spells where I don't talk, and that's not even voluntary, it's just where I'm concentrating, but clip the bank on the outside, nothing major though. In real life, that may have actually affected us in some way or another, but it doesn't seem to have done there. We're coming towards the first split. Can we get our first green sector? No is probably going to be the answer to that, unless we're very quick towards the end, but it doesn't look as if we're going to get there in time. Into this don't cut to right. There we go, sorted. Only, what, 3-4 seconds down, though? I don't know. If we can put out, as I was going to say, don't push hard at the start of the stage, but now that I'm seeing this, now that we're only 4 seconds down, bun it. I've bun it. We're going to try and go for a green, there's not even sectors, are they? Green split at some point during this stage. Another 2 right, don't cut. Because there's another huge rock on the inside.
Crest, jump maybe past junction, left 4 half long, don't cut.
Don't cut again. This whole rally is don't cut, just because of the rocks and cliffs everywhere. Bit of airtime there as well. We're probably not going to get much airtime throughout this event with this Mini, to be in all honesty, because it's not that quick, but it can reach about 80 miles an hour on very rare occasions. This has been pretty smooth so far, although the last time I said that we went straight off the edge of a cliff, so I'll refrain from saying that too often.
Left 6 and right 1 long, crest. Left 5, right 4 through.
This is nice though so far. Honestly, this game, if you haven't got this game, what I will say is, like, you have to be fairly experienced with racing games. I don't think you're going to be able to be like a debutant in terms of racing games, as that flipping split difference really got in the way of our vision for that next corner. But I don't think you can come in as a novice to racing games and just pick up this game and be good at it. Like, certainly not straight off the bat. It will take a lot of practice, because it is basically leaning towards simulation. It's a very, very good game. Like, the graphics, the cars, the sounds, everything, the features are awesome. It's really good. But it is quite hard. But honestly, if you get it right, it is so rewarding as we get really close to bidding it there. Jesus. Well out of control. Clenching buttocks to next Tuesday and back there. But yeah, if when you get it right, this game is, even just if you nail an apex on a corner, you know you've worked for that, because the game is actually just so hard in general.
Bump narrows, left 6, right 6, right 6 continues for 8.
Slightly quicker stuff in comparison to the hairpins we were getting back in stage 3. It's brought to a halt by this 3 left. Still not too far off the pace though. I think even if the Chinese dude was still in the running, I think we'd still be second in the stage as it happens, because we're 11 seconds off at the moment. Into this one, we're going to have to brake here in advance, because this Mini has terrible braking.
Right 4 narrows.
I've never really known what 80, 100, 130 mean. I'm guessing that's like the amount of meters or yards till the next corner. I'm guessing it just means that's how long the next straight is, but I don't know what measurement it's in. It probably doesn't really matter in all honesty, but into a 1 left. Refrain from hitting the ambulance, otherwise you'll need the ambulance. That bonnet is looking decidedly dodgy, it has to be said, but, you know, this car has basically no aerodynamics whatsoever, so I'm sure a slightly curved bonnet won't really affect it too much. Also, the stage isn't massively quick. There's some 6 rights and lefts here and there in certain sectors, but it's certainly not like, you know, Finland or anything. But also because this car isn't overly quick. What happened to my voice then? This car isn't overly quick anyway. So anyway, we're going to come across the line. We're going to handbrake it across slightly and get a nice drift for the spectators. But that seemed like a decent time. Seemed like a decent stage. And we did come second because that Chinese guy is, as was predicted, is still missing whatever gear he was missing. Anyway, we're going to continue. As you can see, we've stayed in second place. Zhao drops another place to 7th, but Pinto wins the rally overall. It's a 1-2 though for Mini. As you can see, we get a reward of 36,000 credits as well, which can obviously be used to buy new cars and to upgrade our mechanics and our chiefs, crew chiefs, and all that sort of stuff as well, I'm guessing. We've got team updates though. Upgrade alert ×2. I don't really know what that means. We're on the way to upgrade. We're on the way to upgrading our engine. I think that's what that's sort of meaning. But anyway, I don't really know the ins and outs of this game as of yet. But if anyone can explain that in the comment section, that'd be fantastic. And if there is anything that I'm getting wrong and you guys are shouting at your computer screens at me about, then do tell me in the comment section, and I'll try and change anything for next episode, whether it be camera angles or anything like that. Just tell me in the next episode, for the next episode, and we'll be all good. Now we go straight into the next event, and hopefully we can just save. I don't really want to go into the next event, and I feel as if I've just missed the cutoff to save it. But anyway, this is basically the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed, feel free to hit the likes button. Subscribe if you are new around here as well, and comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much, as well as telling me if there's anything that you want me to change for the next episode. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.